Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is where you are. It's morning for me, just past 7 o'clock a.m. when I'm recording this video, the title of which is Manufactured Lies or Natural Truth. I begin this blurb with an apology. I did not make it clear that the message at the Messianic Synagogue indicated that only Jews would be saved, included Gentiles who accepted Jesus as the Messiah. There are many non-Jews attending that congregation. As I said in the video, that is a good thing. The point I wanted to convey was that there is a difference between natural truth and lies manufactured to separate humanity into competing and even warring camps over religion. Religion is the invention of dark entities and used by men, women, and demons claiming superiority. Spirituality is natural. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. That experience is often painful because of the lies that have infiltrated our consciousness. No religion is superior, and all contain both truth and error. Again, the measuring stick is love. Love one another as I, the creator of all that is, have loved you, which is unconditionally. Now, I'm going to actually start with that loving us unconditionally. The unconditional love, the way that I've seen it manifest in my human experience and in the history of the world as I understand it to be, is that the love is not only unconditional, it's anything goes. You know, there are no rules, there are no limitations imposed. Everybody can do whatever they want. There is no standard by which everything is measured, which I think is a horrible thing to do with any creation, to allow an anything goes environment. Nevertheless, that is the environment that we see on earth, and the people for whom anything goes are the people that run the world. They are the people that we call the cabal or the Illuminati or the dark entities, and it's Luciferian in nature. It's pretend power, yet the pretend power becomes real because we believe it's real. We have the ability to believe or not believe something, and we've been brainwashed and hoodwinked and manipulated to the point where we've bought into all of, as I call them, manufactured lies that have infiltrated all of our religious beliefs. Religious belief, or spirituality, I should say. Spirituality is simple. Love one another. That's really, really the core of the whole thing. By this shall all men know that you're my disciples, if you have love one for another. Those that love know God. Those that don't love don't know God. It's really, really easy. It has nothing to do with a label of our religion. It doesn't matter whether you're Jewish or Hindu or Buddhist or Christian or Muslim or some other religion or even atheist. And atheist, I get a kick at it. A, of course, means in English non-theist. But you could also say it means a theist, which means a theist is someone that believes in God. So I chuckled when that dawned on me recently, and I chuckle even again now because there is a creator. This thing did not happen. This life, this experience, this world, everything that we have come to know as life didn't just happen. There's no such thing as, I'm not saying there's no such thing as evolution. I almost said that. But there is an evolution of consciousness. But it's not an evolution of humans coming from monkeys and monkeys coming from lizards, and that stuff is crazy. Each creation is its own creation and manifests its own reality, its own nature, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's the way creation is. It's a created thing, and especially with humans, we evolve. We have to, because we've been, knocked down and almost knocked out to the point where we don't know which end is up. And as I said, the dark entities have manipulated religion to the point where instead of religion being something that heals, it's something that divides, and people fight over it. I mean, I just watched a video. I've watched a couple of videos here this morning, or listened to them. But the one was knocking David Icke and saying David Icke is actually an Illuminati figure, and he's actually some other identity, that David Icke thing is a made-up identity. And it went on to show images of all of these actors, including David Icke, that are used in so many of the videos of problems and stuff like that. And some of them are Rockefellers, and I mean, it made me almost want to throw in the towel. And then I watched another video similar to it that, again, it brings up all of the confusion of the world. And when I finished watching or listening to these two videos, I thought, get me out of here. This world isn't worth the effort. There's so much deception, so much corruption, so much mischief going on that it makes figuring it out almost impossible. Almost impossible. But one thing I will continue to take my stand, that love is the center of everything. I will still try to love even those that are abhorrent in what they're doing, but at their essence, we are all cut from the same fabric of creation. We are all part of God. That's how I see it. We are all part of whatever we call the Creator. And the words are not significant. The words are not important. Words are merely words. And since languages were confused anyway, words in different languages don't even mean the same thing. We try to translate and stuff like that. But in English especially, English is one of the most convoluted languages that's probably ever existed. It's not simple. It's not to the point. It's very twisted, and words can almost mean, and in legalese, a word, do you understand, means do you comprehend to most people, but it's not what it means in legal terms. It means, do you stand under the system that we're giving you? Are you willing to accept it? This is the way it is. I don't. I haven't. But I don't have a choice much of the time. I had to get a driver's license. I didn't want a driver's license. I had to get a passport. I didn't want a passport. I don't want anything to do with the corrupt governmental system, because it's corrupt. It's a lie. And so is religion. We live in a world of lies. We live in a world where everything is manufactured to deceive us and to control us, and to take our life energy away from us, and to bring us down, not to lift us up. If there's not a God somewhere that wants to lift up humanity and lift up creation, and will do it simply by loving, simply do it by telling the truth. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. The truth is, everything's a lie in this world. The truth is, this world is built on fabrications, not realities. And we've got to get that. If we don't get that, if we don't get help, we're doomed. And that's why I said at the one point, after listening to these videos, I felt like throwing in the towel. What's the use? I love David Icke. I have thought he's one of the pinnacles. But, I mean, this person lambasted him. Lambasted David Icke. Anyway, I've ranted and raved about this. And again, I apologize to the rabbi. I did not mean to indicate that I thought only Jews would be saved. I meant that only Jews that accepted Jesus or as the Messiah would be saved, because that's what I thought you were saying. Anyway, thank you for listening, and namaste.